Why have I never heard of this? With everything that I know about Carnival, why have I never heard of this? You're about to find out what I've never heard of right now on So I know I said my next ship I was going to do was going to be the original Carnival Mardi Gras, the 1972 Mardi Gras. Well, things change. Today I'm going to talk about a ship that could have been but never was. Back in 2003, 2004-ish, there was a ship being designed by Carnival. It was going to be the largest ship in the Carnival fleet, in the world. This was going to be a total gross tonnage of 200,000 gross tons. Now, to put that in perspective, the new Mardi Gras is 180 gross tons. At the time this ship was being designed, the largest ship in the world was 150-ish gross tons. It was the Queen Mary. We're talking about what would have been the Carnival Pinnacle, but right now it's known in the history books as Project Pinnacle. This ship has things on it that have appeared in newer ships, and there are things on this that would have been on the ship that haven't shown up yet. Now this ship, it boasted, like I said, 200,000 gross tons, which is around the Oasis class. It was supposed to have a monorail that went around the upper deck and the lower deck. It was going to be the first ship to have kind of a lanai. It was going to be an extended deck on the promenade area, which on the Dream class is the lanai. And on this extended deck would be hot tubs, loungers, and a lazy river. It would have a pool, a rock wall grotto pool that was like a mountain that you could swim through. Also had a rock wall, climbing wall on it. It would have had the largest whale tail funnel in the entire fleet. It would have red glass on the front, blue glass on the back, and inside of that area would have been shops, bars, and restaurants. It would have had a 10-story water slide. Now, earlier I mentioned it would have had a monorail on it. The monorail would have went almost all the way around. Then it could lower itself to the lower deck or raise itself to the upper deck and continue on. It was kind of like the magic carpet on the Edge class of celebrity cruise lines. This ship was so groundbreaking. The bridge was not fully connected to the main hull. It was connected it was kind of floating. According to design, it was kind of floating, and there was a sky bridge that led to it. There was also an observation deck on top of it. there would be a split aft view, kind of like the Oasis class, with shops on the bottom level and interior rooms that look down upon the promenade. There was so much on this ship that could have been. There was the ship was supposed to be able to hold around 6,500 passengers and 12 to 1,500 crew, which is about, you know, where the Marty the XL class of Carnival is right now, and the Oasis class is with Royal Caribbean. But this was far and above, you know, so much more advanced than what they had, what was already laid out in cruise ships today, or actually then. The Oasis class wouldn't show up until I believe it was they started the first one in 2006, 2007, and wasn't in the service until probably 2010. But could you imagine if Carnival would have put this out? It would have been the largest ship in the world. And they would have Royal Caribbean would not hold a candle to Carnival if they would have put this out. Now, once they figured out they couldn't build this because of financial issues, they changed it to Project Genesis. If you're a Star Trek fan, it's really, I really want to make a Star Trek joke, but I can't. So Project Genesis took the ship. It was still going to be a gross tonnage of about 200,000 pounds. I'm sorry, 200,000 tons. But they removed like the 10-story slide. They removed the grotto pool. They kept the lanai area, but they shortened it. They made it less wide. They added a funnel to the front, so it would have been the only Carnival ship with two funnels, one on the front, one on the back, two whale tails. They did away with the people mover, the monorail, and it went back to a more conventional bridge. But yet again, due to financial strain, they couldn't do it. So the entire project was scrapped. But a lot of what was imagined on that ship is coming to light right now. The extended deck on the promenade area became the lanai on the Dream class, and now the XL class, and the Vista class, of course. The Oasis class has the split aft, and on their newest, the Quantum of the Sea, they actually have a dry slide that kind of mirrors the 10-story water slide. The Edge class they don't have a people mover, but they have what's called the Magic Carpet, which has a bar and restaurant, but it also takes passengers down to sea level to catch water taxis or tenders, depending on what area you started cruising in. And that's very similar to what the monorail was supposed to do. But no ship is big enough to have the monorail yet. Long enough. They can't. It doesn't make sense for a ship right now to have it. They're getting there, but that's a big undertaking. So this is like a ship that I would have loved to have been on, but no one can sail on it because it never came to be. So I want to thank you for joining me on the second episode of The Ships of Carnival, and I hope to see you next time here on the Lido deck.